As they say, strike the shepherd and the sheep will.
Hi people, welcome to Alvin's channel.
To relax with Alvin.
To relax with Alvin, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Yeah, you're
Welcome to relax with Alvin. To relax with Alvin.
welcome to relax with Alvin.
As they say, strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. This was not the case with Paul Mackenzie's followers. I tell you, this guy is very smart. Even in jail, the guy is able to control the mind of his followers. This guy has decided to stage a hunger strike while in jail in order to convince the state, in order to coerce the state into meeting his demands. Look at how these guys are emaciated. These guys are unable to walk, but he's able to move around together with the deputy. They are eating, but the followers, they are dying of hunger. I said in my earlier video that Paul Mackenzie was not a stupid person. Paul Mackenzie is a smart person. I want you to watch this video and tell me what you think about this guy. We are going to discuss in the next section why this guy has decided to stage a hunger strike. What is his intention? What does he want to achieve by allowing innocent human beings to deny themselves food for him to be happy? Watch this next video and tell me about
Of the Shakahola massacre have been staging a hunger strike while in police cells and are now on the brink of death. The suspects, led by the cult leader Paul Mackenzie, were arraigned again today, where the state was seeking 60 more days to detain the suspects so as to allow police to conclude their investigations. NTV's Kevin Mutai also reports that the death toll has risen to 318 after 15 more bodies were exhumed today.
Some of the Shakahola suspects arrived in court Wednesday morning. They looked weak and emaciated, and some could hardly walk and supported. They are 18 in number, but police say only Pastor Paul Mackenzie and his deputy Smart Mwakalama have been eating, while the rest continued starving while in custody. Police were forced to carry the weak, seeking the court's intervention amid fears that their situation could lead to loss of lives.
I direct that the respondents who are visibly weak and frail be escorted to hospital for examination and treatment. And I further direct that medical reports on the said respondents be presented to court on the next date.
The defense team requested the court for more time to file affidavits, opposing 60 more days, which the state is seeking to continue detaining the suspects as investigations continue. The controversial preacher Paul Mackenzie also pleaded with the court not to transfer them to Shimolatewa maximum security prison if police will be granted more time.
Those that may need to be forced to eat shall be forced to eat by dint of section 89.
Let's get a doctor. Talk to them first, a medical doctor. We get the problem first.
Wasitolewe sense. Wabaki kule na wataka-operate na pia polisi ama state iangalia hayo mambo madogo ambayo yalichangia yaondoke. Tena kila kitu kitakuwa.
Why hunger strike? Hunger strike is a method of nonviolent resistance in which participants fast as an act of political protest or to provoke a feeling of guilt in others. This is one of the strategies that Mackenzie is using while in jail. Usually the objective of hunger strike is to compel the state or the government into meeting the demands of the subject or the prisoner. Most hunger strikers will take liquids but not solid food. In this case, most of the Mackenzie's followers who are in jail, they're neither taking liquid or food. But what is interesting most is that Mackenzie himself and his deputy, they are eating. They are not participating in hunger strike. Reason? It is known to them only. What I can figure out is this guy is trying to control the system. He's trying to maintain his influence while in prison by making sure that his followers do what he says. And as you can see in this video, the guy has the power. He has the upper hand of negotiating with the government on what he needs them to sort. Like as you've heard, he said in Kiswahili, vitu fulani zikitengenezwa hivi na hivi, then kila kitu kitakuwa sawa. What does this tell you? It tells you this hunger strike is not in vain. It is not just from anywhere. The guy has planned everything. So, kenye na happen hapa ni followers waendelee kupush gava while himself continues to enjoy. He needs to be strong. It is not by design. It is not by default. I mean that Mackenzie is not participating in the hunger strike. No. He's the head. He needs to be there strong. He needs to give guidance and direction. That's why you see this guy, he's strong, while the followers are emaciated, the followers are suffering in prison, or rather in jail. It is by a cause. These guys are ready to die for a cause. They are ready to go to any extent to make sure that whatever their leader tells them is what they do. At the end of the day, this guy will have an upper hand. And to tell you briefly, hunger strike is a strategy that was first discovered in 1878 by one of the prisoners in St. Petersburg. This guy decided to protest because of the inhuman condition in the prison. His objective was to compel the state into meeting his demands, and that is what the state did. In this case, Mackenzie is also doing the same, compelling his people, forcing his people to engage in hunger strike while himself is there, energetic, so that the government can listen to his demands. So what do you think about this guy? Do you think what he's doing is right? No. This guy is just trying to appeal to the mercy of the government, to appeal to the mercy of the court. Yeah? This guy is smart. And I said it before, this guy is smart. This guy must have studied human psychology. He knows how to pull the plugs. He knows what to do. He's even negotiating not to be taken to Shimolatewa, a maximum prison in the coastal region. He wants specific things to be done. I'm sure if the government meets to the demand of this guy, all this drama will come to an end. But at the end of the day, the government is the government. I don't think if the government will play by his game. What the government will do, they'll only do what is within their capacity. And that is seeking medical help for those. Or else he's gonna pull another surprise that will shock the world. My take on this guy should be treated as a terrorist. Yes, he should be treated as a terrorist. Government never negotiates with terrorists, and that is what they need to do with this guy. This guy should be taken to jail and rot there. I rest my case. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe and share. Thank you.